Hello, you YouTubers. JBus79. Here with one of my deck profiles again. That's why we come and watch this channel together. Yay us. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get started here. This one here is interesting because, well, a long time ago, the first deck I ever made, was an Earth deck with like Giant Rat, Giant Soldier Stone, things like that. I can't remember anything off the top of my head beyond those, but those were in there. And at that point, because I liked the original artwork, and it was just a crazy looking cool thing, I happen to have three. I indeed added three Blue Eyes White Dragons. So I like Blue Eyes. It's pretty cool to show. I did watch the show. Yeah, I could, can't really think of too much else to go with on that, but this is my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck right now. So what kind of enter out. Again, I run the three Blue Eyes because what kind of Blue Eyes deck does not run three Blue Eyes is beyond me. Even and I've seen them what do I call it, Chaos Blue Eyes deck. I've looked at some of those. I don't know. I think you still want to run through Blue Eyes, especially in a Chaos deck, because it gives you something that you don't usually have in those types of decks, and that is just a tremendous big beater. But anyway, that's not a deck. I do also run two of the Darkstorm Dragon. Most people I've seen play this only at like one, or none. And I think, as I've said in the past many times, with Heavy Storm gone, Shanad gone, basically everybody uses MST. He is a really good card to use in this particular deck. Sorry, I don't know why I was trying to think. I only do these on one take, so I don't sit here and write stuff down and just take it as it comes. The main thing is you can run it with trade, and that gives you 5 trade-in targets. I do have trade-ins in here. We'll get to those once the spells are done. So you can also run it with the regular one for me is Vessel Dragon Souls, which is really fun. So you put him out. Let's say you silver. He gets in your grave, I don't care how, but you silver cry him back, and then your next turn to give his effect, you eat Castle Dragon Souls, pops out back. It's always fun. Better what people must think, I think, as well. 3, Maiden with Blue Eyes. She is by far one of the best cards I've not only seen, but had the pleasure and misfortune to be around at this point. I did remove the Wonder Wands from this deck because, as good as it is, I guess I didn't like the fact that to draw I have to give up Maiden. So yeah, I get the effect to get the Blue Eyes out, but then you have to give up to draw, and I just didn't want to. So that is what it is. 3, Whitestone of Legend. It is too cloggy. I think at 3. I might knock it down to 1, maybe 2, but probably 1, because you target Maiden so often that you usually don't have you don't have to worry about searching them out with the white stone and add them to your hand when you can special summon to the field with Maiden, and she is your best bet to do that. I also run 2 Flameville Guards because, first of all, it's a dragon, it's a tuner, so it's great for cards of consequence, and you can use Silver's Cry to bring it back. pointed out there, so I mean you can easily use him and a Blue Eyes to synchro into Azure. So some one-ups, we're going to run the one Red Eyes Darkness Metal, because I don't know why you would never run that card. Yeah, it's too good. One Honest, because it's freaking honest. At one point, the best play I had, there was a guy who had, what the hell did he have? I want to say it was Dad, and Blue Eyes was out. But he powered it down or something. I think but basically I had a Blue Eyes out, and his monster was still bigger than Blue Eyes through whatever circumstances were going on. And there's nothing more satisfying than watching him declare an attack, run over Blue Eyes, and discard an Honest, and then punch him back in the face and win. Pretty freaking awesome. Not gonna lie on that one. I do run, and I'm surprised at this actually, and you'll have to, well, as usual, forgive me, but I went to my local store and they only had one Bright Star Dragon, and I only apparently have one. I don't know why, but I cannot find this stupid card, and I need one more, so I'm going to have to really scour apparently online for one. Really good card as far as I'm concerned. It's a 19 beater. You can target one monster in the field when it is summoned, except itself, and then that monster level goes up by 2. So you have Maiden out, you summon, you target Maiden, Maiden's effect goes off you, Blue Eyes. When that happens, now I have a 3000 and a 19. I don't really usually care. I'll even wait a turn, let the go off from her to from Maiden if I have to, because I can't get Asher, but if you still tune her, you can still tune her with Bright Star and get a level 7 synchro, which is still really good too. There's lots of good level 7 monsters besides, like, Black Rose, Scrap Archfiend, he's 7. I think I use him a lot too. So, but moving on. Arctic Dragon of Newt. I may cut one of these and just run to 2. I'm not for sure yet. Once per turn, during the player's turn, when a face-up card on the field is targeted by a spell, or this card is targeted by a spell, trap, or monster effect, special summon one dragon normal from your hand, deck, or grave, and make its attack and defense 0. A lot of people don't like that because of the fact, obviously, you lose the attack and defense of, like, Blue Eyes. But there's other ones you can do too. I mean, the fact that you can go ahead and get where is he? The Flameville Guard. It doesn't say any kind of star level or something like that. I mean, you can go ahead and target it yourself. Like, for example, I've lanced it to activate his effect. Dig out the tuner. You can tune off of him for 5 if you need to. If you have Blue Eyes out, you can tune for Azure, and next turn grab out Blue Eyes again. I mean, there's so many plays from him that it's ridiculous, and I think that he's very good. He has a little bit of a clog issue in the current build I have right now, I think. That's the only reason I would reduce him to 2, but I may rework the deck enough that it doesn't matter and might keep him at 3. Really good card, and I think it's very underrated in the Blue Eyes deck. So, moving on to spells. 3 of the Silver's Cry, because why not? It's too good. There's so many plays you can do off of it. Yeah, I can activate only 1 per turn, but suddenly if you have 2 in your hand, you're like, ooh, what do I do? Well, their end phase, activate Silver's Cry. Then your turn, activate Silver's Cry. There you go. It's a quick play, so also is a good, basically save your ass button. Somebody's coming in and they're like, oh, I attacked directly on this guy, and they're like, yeah, Silver's Cry. Oh, well, we'll get a Blue Eyes, I guess, and put them up there. And then they'll scratch your head. One fun thing with it too, I found out, is which I never actually knew this rule until it came up, but you cannot Fiendish Chain Royal Monsters. So, Blue Eyes says suck it, Chain. 3 cards of consequence, because currently there are 8 tuners. I will be probably cutting, well, the 2, but I'm going to replace one with a Galaxy Serpent, so I'll probably still be running at least 6 to 7 tuners. Cards of consequence is pretty good, and then, like I said, the fact that you can easily get them back with the Dragon of Knut, Silver's Cry on most of them. Maiden is something I usually try not to discard for cards of consequence unless I am pushing for game. Because of protection purposes, I do run 3 Lance, and let's see here, 2 MST on top of that. That usually is enough to protect my stuff. I'm going to try to work a 3rd MSTM, and I may, but not right now. Dark Hole, of course, staple. 1 for 1, because you can get Maiden and why I can't remember his stupid name. Oh well. And then of course I do run 2 trade-ins, because again there are 5 targets for trade-in. So, you know, sitting there and having again, I have made this play. It's a very good play. You play trade-in, pitch the Dark Storm Dragon from your hand for the trade-in. You draw the 2. Then you go ahead and basically let your opponent go or whatever, depending on what else is going on. But then you can play Silver's Cry, special summon it back out. You again summon, you normal summon it again, activate Castle of Dragon Souls. You target it, remove Blue Eyes, have it eat Castle of Dragon Souls, Heavy Storms the field, and you special summon Blue Eyes. Now you have Blue Eyes and a 3,000 Dark Storm, so that's 6,000 damage. Yeah, I can go against that, and especially if you Heavy Storm the field, they're not going to Mirror Force. They could Tarantula, I suppose, but if you have some Lances in your hand, you could at least spare one of them. If you're a really crazy person and you summoned Azure, it would protect the dragons. So, but alright, and then last 4 cards, I'm just going to throw out 4 traps. I'm sure we talked about it a couple times now. The Castle of Dragon Souls. Again, to me, a very highly underestimated card. There's so many good plays you can do with it. It's not even remotely funny. So I really like Castle of Dragon Souls. And I also run 2 Call of the Haunted, because again, Storm can eat the Call of the Haunted and wipe down spells and traps. This deck does have a problem with that, because it's a pure aggro build. So you need to make sure that when you are, doing all this stuff, you're really pushing hard for game. And yeah, you drop a lot of repeaters, but sometimes that can also be a problem, because you've got a one-trick pony, and generally you either pour on enough aggro that they can't do nothing about it, or they have enough stun that it just kind of, and then that's it. So, but nonetheless, there's my Blue Eyes deck. Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Comment, try to answer those comments. Subscribe, I'm not going to beg for them, but again, it's always nice to see if people actually like it. So you can do that too if you like. Otherwise, stay tuned for more deck profiles. Thank you very much, and see y'all later.